Hello everybody, welcome back. Last time out we stuttered in the Premier League. We did manage to get past Queen's Park Rangers to the fourth round of the FA Cup. We still don't know who we're going to play yet, but today we have a Carabao Cup quarter-final and we want to stop stuttering in the Premier League. Hello and welcome to episode 11 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have those two games for you. Fulham in the Carabao Cup quarter-final, both games at home. Fulham in, the Carabao Cup, and then Everton in the Premier League. And Fulham currently 12th in the Premier League, Everton currently 16th. One would expect us normally to get past them, but as you'll see, we do have a number of players that are out injured. Ziyech is out with a sports hernia. Zakaria out with a sports hernia. Thiago Silva is out with a pulled calf muscle. And Azpilicueta, he's been out for about 3 months with a hip injury. We'll have a closer look at those in a moment. But just to recap, still no news on whether we're playing Blackburn Rovers or Reading in the FA Cup fourth round. Let's go to that medical centre quickly and just have a quick look at what are we trying to look at here? Injuries. Here we go. Current injuries. That's the one we want to do. Thiago Silva, he's out. Does it tell us? Oh, yeah, 7 days to 2 weeks. Being treated by the physio. Ziyech and Zakaria both have a sports hernia being treated by the club doctor. Now, Ziyech out for another 2 to 3 weeks, and Zakaria out for 12 days to 2 weeks. And then Azpilicueta is within a week now of coming back. He's been under the specialist following his hip injury, but we might have to just be very careful when he comes back. He got that at the World Cup against Costa Rica, would you believe? He's expected to return on the 14th of January. So by the end of the month, we should have everybody back. Thiago Silva, as I think I said to you, he is already signed a contract with FLA in Brazil. So he's going back to Brazil for free on the 3rd of July for free. He's actually gone on a freebie end of contract type thingy. So we'll be saying goodbye to him. So we'll need to replace him. If we don't replace him in the January window, we will need to replace, of course, in the July window as it is. Right. Transfer news. Nothing else happening, I don't think. We'll just check on the old screen here. Nobody coming in. Xavier Simons. Yes, there is. Xavier Simons has gone to Luton on loan. So that's where he will be. Just a recap on the Premier League then, just to remind you where we were at the end of the last episode. Manchester City still top on 47. Manchester United second on 43. Liverpool third on 41. Just in front of us, literally on goal difference. We're in fourth, and then comes Wolves in fifth. Arsenal, Aston Villa and Tottenham just outside of the European places at the minute on 30 points. So we're 11 points clear of Tottenham as it currently stands, 4 points clear of Wolves in fifth, and 6 points off of the top of the table with Manchester City. So we just keep ploughing on, and I think it's going to come down to this top four at the end of it. As we'll hopefully start to see the gap open between these teams here. Right, let's get on with the episode then. It's a double episode, and it is first up our game against. Let's get the right screens up. It's here. Our first game of the episode is that Carabao Cup quarter-final against Fulham. And the side to face Fulham, Mendy in goal, then Chilwell, Koulibaly, Fofana and James, our backline. Kovacic and Kante in front of them. Sterling, Mount and Hudson-Odoi are our attacking midfield with Havertz up front. Kepa, Cucurella, Gallagher, Barbarossa, Chalobah, Pulisic, Broja, Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek. Sit this one on the bench. Who knows whether they get the opportunity to come on and make a difference. We will wait and see. A couple of players on yellow cards as well. One yellow card away from suspension for Fofana and Havertz. So they need to behave themselves today. And the Carabao Cup's got a bit of a stylish. I presume we haven't got FA Cup licence, because obviously the FA Cup sort of screens were pretty basic like they normally are. Teams are out on the pitch. And we're underway here. Just to recap, if you do have your own save and you're wondering how to get kits into the game and not too sure, and you want to generate your own kits, maybe you're starting a save with your local team and you want to do it with a lower tier database or something like that, we'll be doing a video very shortly as soon as the FM23 is out. So at some point next week, look out for it. We'll do a kit basher and how to get the kits into the game special. As I said, we're reluctant to do it before the full version of FM comes out, because this technically is a beta version. Well, not technically, it is a beta version. And the one thing you don't want to do is muddy the water. If there's a problem with the beta and you want to report it and you've got all these mods and goodness knows what else going on, it could mess it up a little bit. So we'll try to avoid it if we can. Mendy, I think Mendy's in goal today, isn't he? Yes, didn't put Kepa in there, but Mendy making saves all over the place in this early bit here. And I don't seem to Hudson-Odoi coming out for that one. And probably not done as well as we should do at this stage. Chilwell with a throw in on that far side to Kovacic. Kovacic comes in. He's at, oh, what a goal. Now that is a worldie. Mateo Kovacic. I didn't see how many goals he'd scored this season, but I'll tell you what, if he doesn't score any more, that is some goal. Kovacic comes in, creates the space, and just hits it sweet as anything into the back of the net. And we go 1-up on 29 minutes. Probably no more than we deserve, but to be fair, Fulham have given us a little bit of a worry at times. Koulibaly comes out and tidies up for Fofana. Back to Koulibaly. Chilwell on that far side. Kante moving the ball around nicely. Mount, I see, has got a yellow card. It's round the goalkeeper, but put it wide of the post. And there we go. First half, 10 shots, 6 on target, beating our 50%, which is good. 1.41 on the XG, 70% possession against Fulham's 4 shots, 2 on target, 0.29, 30% possession. More of the same, boys, in the second half, please. And we have a highlight from kickoff. Havertz getting us underway. Kovacic, the goal scorer. Fantastic goal it was too. Hudson-Odoi. Back to Reece James. Reece James crosses it in, but it's headed clear. And Fulham getting it upfield, but not out of their own half. Koulibaly. Kovacic. Chilwell. Raheem Sterling. Back to Kovacic. Is he going to have another go? No, he's not. Robinson. That was Hudson-Odoi was lurking behind Robinson. I thought the name was wrong. I thought he doesn't play for us. Chilwell, long throw to Kante. Koulibaly. We've gone attacking, by the way. Reece James, he's lost that twice. Won it back. Hudson-Odoi now on the ball. And it's gone out for a corner. And in fact, there's a question of a penalty here. No penalty. No, I didn't think so. Just have the corner then. Thank you very much. Realised VAR was having a bit of a nosy into that. Chilwell, it's headed on by Reece James. Flicked header, but it was always rising. Wasn't really going to get on target, I don't think. Reece James with a throw in now. Kante. Pressure is really on Fulham at the minute, and Reece James loses that one. And that ball flicked on, but Koulibaly and Mendy nearly getting into trouble. Chilwell, Kante. It was nearly going to be one of those bizarre FM goals. Havertz. He's missed the target again. Frustrating player. When he scores, and he scores some really dream goals, Havertz, but he's just not hits the target as much. I'd like to see his individual XG. Was that Havertz again? No, that was Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, it's just he's just frustrating, very frustrating. Havertz, who's deep now. Kovacic. Oh, I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. As we head to the 60-minute mark. And Reece James has taken a knock, so we're going to bring him off. We may also take Havertz off at the same time because he's not having a great day up front. Brozier is going to come on for Havertz up front. We'll take Reece James off, as previously mentioned. Chalobah can play in that back right-hand side. Of course, with Azpilicueta out, doesn't leave us with a lot of options. Chalobah is nervous. Not sure what he's nervous about, to be fair. Solomon has come on for James for Fulham. Mitrovic, which we haven't seen a great deal of, which is thankful, really. Kante comes forward, gets in, Hudson-Odoi in, cross, Sterling, and had the goal gaping, and then fires it straight at Leno. Unbelievable. "75 minutes on the clock, and I think it's time for us to make another change. Kante is tired. Conor Gallagher or Jorginho. Jorginho is my usual go-to. Jorginho and Kovacic switch over. Mason Mount is tired. Do we have another? We have Pulisic on, or Barbosa. Oh no, Barbosa can't play in that slot. He can play out on the right. Hudson-Odoi can play in there, and he's still got a bit of legs in him. So we might bring Hudson-Odoi into the middle, take Mount off, and bring on Barbosa. I just realised that Brozier, he's probably better as an advance forward, which is what we'll do with him. Hudson-Odoi. I'm going to go, bearing in mind we're on attack, let's move Hudson-Odoi as an attacking playmaker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, we've still got one to do, which we can hang on to. Point a finger. Plenty of time left to go out and make your mark, basically. The call of Reed has come on. Oh, that's rumbled off of the woodwork and cleared up field. Leno with the long one. Kovacic, Chalobah. It's another Chalobah on the pitch. Oh, that Chilwell heads it straight to Dekova Reed. Chilwell, lovely control. Look at that. Under pressure and as cool as you like. What a fantastic... You'd love to see that again. That was just absolutely fantastic defending. Barbosa. And he's got into space. He's tried a shot and it's blocked. Chilwell. Oh, and that rounds off. He started that. He started that move, and I tell you what, deserves the second goal. Puts us through to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I'm going to see this highlight right now, but I mean, at the end of the day, might have even caught a slight deflection there as well. But yeah, Chilwell deserved that. Really did. I'm not sure whether we're going to actually see it again now. Can I go back and see it? I'm going to see if we can. I'm going to see play now that we didn't see earlier. Hudson-Odoi. Went out for a goal kick. So, in fact, Hudson-Odoi was offside there. I think this is pre-goal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, actually. Chilwell. There you go. He's coming up now. Any second now. That's flicked out. Chilwell brings that down on his foot. Starts the ball rolling. He's here. Here's Chilwell. Watch him run up the pitch. He's up the pitch. Jorginho back out to Chilwell, who's got that forward. Created the thing. Crosses it. Barbosa runs into traffic. But it comes back to Chilwell. And I tell you what, that is a fantastic finish. Started that move, finished it off, but I think that bringing the ball down has got to go down as one of the best things I've seen in Football Manager for ages. Right, we're going to see a highlight from kickoff. No, we're not. And we may go in. Drop now to a positive mentality. We're going to drop a bit of praise to the team. We are going to bring Ben Chilwell off. He's probably saved our bacon. Cucurella can come on. Point finger. Go out and make me proud. That's inspired Cucurella. Five minutes of injury time. And as you'll see, that clock moving very, very fast. It's all over. We have beaten Fulham by 2-0. And fairly comprehensive win, actually. We didn't do too bad at all. Wonderful goal there from Chilwell. Actually, Kovacic showed two absolutely fantastic goals in this game, which means there is a draw coming up for the semi-finals. And before we have the Everton game, here is the draw for the Carabao Cup semi-final. Still in the pot, Chelsea, Tottenham Hotspur, Newcastle and Brentford. That is the draw. 2 legs. And we're going to start the draw right now. Klinsmann is the ceremony host. Newcastle first out of the pots, and they will play ourselves, Chelsea. Newcastle versus Chelsea. Newcastle will be at home first, then we'll be at home in the second leg, which I think we prefer. And in the other semi-final, it's Brentford will play Tottenham. In fact, I'm not quite sure why that is. Tottenham have gone... It might be something to do with the seedings, I don't know. Tottenham will go home first and then Brentford. Maybe that's... So there are the semi-finals. Newcastle, Chelsea, Tottenham versus Brentford. Just to confirm, a quick look at how that's going to fit. In fact, it will fit around... In fact, it looks like a cup episode coming up in a short while. It might be 3 games back-to-back. Newcastle, and then either Blackburn Rovers or Reading, and Newcastle, the second leg. So we'll have a very tight episode next time round and try and squeeze all of those games into that episode. So that is the Carabao Cup semi-final. Let's get on with the episode. That game against Everton then. Everton currently 16th in the table. We've met them already once this season, beat them 3-1 at Goodison Park. Can we do a similar again this time round? Let's find out. And so the team to face Everton in this Premier League game, and we've just been teetering around with a few transfers. More about that later. Mendy in goal then, Chilwell, Koulibaly, Fofana and James are our defensive line. Loftus-Cheek and Kante in midfield with Pulisic, Mount and Sterling in front of them. Havertz up front and Kepa, Cucurella, Gallagher, Barbarossa, Chalobah, Hudson-Odoi, Broja, Jorginho and Abangamang on the bench. And we are underway here at Stamford Bridge. Everton playing in their all-yellow strip. And the first 15 minutes, not a lot happening. Pickford clears the ball. And it goes out wide to Godfrey, who's passed it along the Chilwell, winning that ball back. Loftus-Cheek coming back to collect. Mount, Koulibaly, Kante, looking for Mount, but that was a poor ball from Kante. And puts us under a bit of pressure when we don't need to be. We've pushed them back quite neatly, though. One over the top. And James will tidy that up. Back for Mendy. Mendy to Koulibaly. Chilwell finds Pulisic. Pulisic puts it in for Havertz. Havertz! He scored this time. He's 16th of the season, and with 15 minutes on the clock, we go one up. A wonderful counter-attack, having tidied up in defence. The ball coming out, Chilwell, Pulisic. Pulisic turned, threaded the ball through to Havertz. It was quick, it was clinical, and Havertz, who put wide of the post last time out, didn't miss this time. And we move up to second because of that, which is great news. We don't need to concede now, though. Calvin Lewis, Garner is in space. Defence backpedaling, but in the end, the shot was poor. Happy for it to stay like that. Free kick from Gray. Headed in, Koulibaly clears it. Pulisic on the ball, gets it to Mount. Mount is on his own, has to hold the ball up. It's found Havertz. Havertz and pulls a save out of Pickford. Looked like he was going to get his second of the game there. 17th of the season. Mount. And it's in swinger, but it's cleared to Garner, who was the only forward player. Manchester City now going to the lead against Southampton. Phil Foden, the scorer there. And where does that leave us? Leaves us still in second. We're ahead of Manchester United on goal difference, but still 6 points behind Manchester City because Manchester City are winning as it currently stands. Manchester United look like they're playing tomorrow. Liverpool join. Oh no, Liverpool and Manchester United are playing one another. Now this is interesting. If they cancel one another out, in fact, it is a finished game. It must have been the early game. So all we have to do here is win. I didn't realise that they'd already played and cancelled one another out. Fantastic. Oh, things get better, boys and girls. Things get better. Good first half. 8 shots, 4 on target. That's a bit more like it. 0.97. Probably the XG could have done with being a bit higher. Possession we've actually held on to. Everton have only had 1 shot on target. They've had 2 shots total. 0.08. 33% of the possession. Oh, I'm looking forward to the second half. We are underway here for the second half. No changes at half-time. Mount. Oh, that's only just wide from Fofana. One of these times he's going to get out on target. For sure. Manchester City 3 up now against Southampton. Haaland and Silva, the scorers. As we get to the hour mark, just gone. And Chilwell looks like he's worn out. So we'll take Ben Chilwell off, bring on Cucurella. Do we need to bring anybody else on while we're at it? Raheem Sterling not having the best of games out on that right-hand side. And we're going to bring... Do we bring Barbosa on? Or do we bring Brozier on? Let's give Brozier a run out on that right-hand side. Just those two changes for the moment. That'll make an impact. Got plenty of time left. And let's see what we can do. Southampton have got one back. Is this chance of a resurgence? They have a free kick. We're only one up here. So we need to be very careful. Mount with the ball in midfield to Brozier. Brozier holds the ball up. Inside to Mount. Mount looking for... I'm not sure who he was looking for. Havertz, but Havertz was coming back. Whether he thought he was offside or not, I don't know. Fofana wins that ball, though. Koulibaly. Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek through to Pulisic. Pulisic loses the ball, but Mount through to Pulisic. And he tried to curl it and didn't get the curl on the ball. Put it wide. Right. Mason Mount is tired. Conor Gallagher can come on for him. Reece James can be replaced by Chalobah. And we have one substitution left in all of that. And we're going to throw the dice and have a go at this. As we move into the 80th minute. 90 minutes is up. And not a lot doing, really. We're going to go for one final change. We're also going to change to our slightly more defensive positioning. And our midfield is tired. Loftus-Cheek can come off for Jorginho. That is our final change. Mind you, Koulibaly and Fofana are tired as well, but I think we should be all right. Fingers crossed. And we just need to see this game out now. And we have done so. It's a 1-0 win against Everton. Nothing fantastic. We kept them at bay for most of the match. 15 shots, 8 on target, 50%, 1.47. Probably should have had a second goal. 61% of the possession. They had 8 shots, 5 of which were on target. So they did reasonably well in that second half, as you see. Definitely come back into it a little bit on the XG, 0.94. But it is a win. How does that affect the table? Let's have a look. So we finished the episode in second place. And what if we'd beaten Manchester United in the previous Premier League game? We would have been well in front of them by now. But never mind. Manchester City completing a 4-1 win over Southampton means that they stay the 6 points in front of us. But we have moved up into second in front of Manchester United on goal difference. 10 goals better than them. Mind you, look at Manchester City's 46 goal difference. So we're a bit away off of them at the moment. But it does mean that we're now 7 points clear of Wolves. And mind you, Wolves do have a game in hand, so we might only be 4 points clear of them by the time they play that game. But at the moment, we are 7 points clear of Wolves in 5th and 11 points clear of Arsenal 6th. Leeds in 7th, and then Aston Villa 13 points clear of them now in 8th place outside of the European places. As I said, I think it's going to come down to, in the end, it will come down to really between these four teams here: Manchester City, Chelsea, Manchester United, and Liverpool. But for the moment, with 20 games gone, we are looking A-OK as we move into the second half of the season. So we can be happy with that, I think, for this particular episode. Really, really good. We'll do all this bit of work and what have you in due course. Looks like Mason Mount's looking for more money. We'll come back to that in due course. I did say, didn't I, that there was a bit of transfer-y stuff going on. Let's have a quick look before we go. Nobody else, but we know Barbosa was last in for FLA, and Xavier Simons. No, nothing happening specifically at the moment. I think there's a few things in the pot we're waiting on, so I can't really expand on that right at the moment. I pulled all this down. Still haven't fixed this SI that it stays up here. Right, we're going to play Leeds Southampton in off of line. We're going to then come back for a triple game episode, so we're going to need to be really, really tight. Not a lot of talking and all the rest of it. That will be the two legs of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Newcastle, and then either Blackburn Rovers or Reading in the FA Cup fourth round. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Chelsea Proud are currently released every weekday at 4:15 p.m. And as this is Friday's episode, the next one will be on Monday. Don't forget, FM23 comes out, the full version comes out on Tuesday. So we're watching that. And then hopefully back end of next week, we'll be able to announce what our new series is going to be. If you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 12. It's out on Monday. Until then, have a very good weekend. Goodbye.